Alright, what's going on, dudes, and welcome to some Team Fortress 2 Halloween events action. For those of you who either haven't played the game in a while or don't own it, well, let's take a step back here for a second. If you don't own the game, it's a Valve title that is now free to play, so I'm just gonna put that out there on your plate for you to let your brain marinate on for a second, and then you probably know what you need to do right now. I'm just gonna throw that out there. So anyway, this is King of the Hill on Viaduct, which is Viaduct reskinned to be Halloween themed. For those of you who weren't aware, for Halloween, Valve went ahead and reskinned a couple of the maps, Manor and Viaduct, to have some nice little Halloween stuff included with the Monoculus and the horseless, headless horseman. So on Manor, every so often, the horseless, headless horseman would spawn, and provided that you dealt some damage to him before he ended up getting killed, you had to your team had to end up killing him. And actually, it was sort of supposed to be a joint effort on behalf of both teams. You were supposed to put aside your red and blue differences and fight against a common enemy in the form of either Monoculus on this map or the horseless, headless horseman on Manor. And provided that you did some damage to him, you would get either the pumpkin hat for the horseless, headless horseman, or the Monoculus hat. I don't know if there is an official name for either of those, for dealing damage to Monoculus before your team ends up, or the entire lobby server ends up killing him. So this is Monoculus right here, and what happens is that he teleports every few seconds, and you can jump into the portal thing that he leaves behind, and you'll end up in the underworld, which is what I'm going through now. And if you make it to the gates on the other side, which is what I'm about to go into, you'll emerge and you'll have a temporary boost where you can deal criticals and you move a whole bunch faster, and yeah, it's kind of cool. Now, while the Halloween event with either Monoculus or the horseless, headless horseman is going on, the objective is disabled, so you'll notice that even though our team has control over the hill right now, the timer doesn't go down. And that's basically how it works. You sort of just want to kill Monoculus on this map, and when he dies, he drops this book that you can jump into, and you get to Loot Island, and you get another achievements aside from the whole obtaining the hats, and it's pretty sweet. And I do realize I'm posting this a little bit after Halloween, but I don't necessarily think that makes it any less sweet and fun, because I still play the Halloween event servers, even though it's a little past Halloween still, because it's something kind of different, I guess. So yeah, if you're interested, you can still find plenty of Halloween event servers going on in the server browser when you go on, and you might have some fun if you haven't done it already. So anyway, in this game, as you've probably been able to tell already, I am playing Pyro. Now, I am not going to pretend for a second that I am at all good, really, with any of the classes in this game. I really just play because it's fun, even though I'm not tremendously talented with any of the different sorts of setup. Either I generally run Pyro, Scout, Soldier, or Heavy, and I tend to do the best with Heavy, especially when I've got my own personal medic going on, when a friend joins me or something, and they just hang by me and medic me up as I'm Heavy. That tends to be a very effective strategy, and I thank all the people who help me out by medicing me when I'm a Heavy. So but yeah, sort of switching gears here on kind of an unrelated note, but still related in the sense that right now we're currently playing a Valve game in the gameplay. Is anyone out there kind of looking forward to Dota 2? So here's my thing. I've never really played that style of game much in the past, but since Dota 2 is being made by Valve, and Valve is awesome, I kind of want to buy it. So I've actually been playing a lot of League of Legends as of late to sort of try to get the feel for what that sort of game is like, and it's been kind of fun. And so I'm sure a lot of you are probably wondering, if you don't know, like why I and a lot of people really like Valve. And there are many reasons for this, but the one big one is that Valve is both developer and publisher, so they don't have some big publisher like looming over their heads as they're making a game saying, hey, you guys need to get the game out by this date or else shit's gonna get real. Like, finished or not, the game is coming out on this date, because that's what happens with many game developers that are under, say, Activision, Take-Two, EA, you know, those sorts of publishers. That's basically what happens, is that ready or not, the game is being released on X date. Now with Valve, it's like, hey, let's finish this game up so that it plays really awesomely and that people are gonna like it, and then let's put it out and let's put hats in it, and then let's make it free to play eventually, even though it was a AAA title, and let's just be Valve. And that's basically why Valve is awesome. Not to mention that they have amazing artists and modelers and animators and writers, and yep, I'm just gonna keep going on unless you stop me here. So that is Valve in a nutshell, and that is why I really want to get Dota 2. So that's why in the meantime I've been playing League of Legends and stuff. And okay, so I'm really not that good at TF2, but I'm straight up bad at League of Legends. So it's gonna be a while before I kind of get used to that style of game, and then obviously when Dota 2 comes out itself, that's gonna be a whole nother story getting used to. Although I'll sort of have an idea of what to expect, you know. But anyway, fun stuff. Either way, anything Valve puts out, I'm gonna buy it. So that's sort of how it works, and I'll probably end up enjoying it after I stop being really bad at it. But that's sort of inevitable since I've never played the original Dota. So I'm sorry if there are any fans of that out there that I have not tried it out. Maybe sometime we'll see, but I may just wait for Dota 2. I don't even know when that's coming out, but soon. I think I know it's sometime in 2012, and the beta is a closed beta is already out. I did sign up for the beta. I took like a survey thing for it, and I don't know what's gonna come of that, so we'll see. I basically filled out that I am a total noob cake, and they said they wanted a wide range of players in that, so I don't know. I don't know if how that's gonna work out, if they're just not gonna want to accept people like me, because I was totally honest with the info I filled out for that thing. So we'll see. And then maybe Half-Life 3 eventually. We'll see how that goes. I know there are plenty of people out protesting for Half-Life 3 every so often. Well, there have been in the past outside of the Valve studios, and then Valve's just like, hey, or Gabe's just like, hey, why don't you come in and play some Dota 2 and have a jolly good time with us? Because yep, that's how things work. So anyway, game is sort of finishing up here. I hope you've enjoyed it. I know I haven't actually really posted TF2 in the past, so if you want to see any more, that is totally cool. You should let me know, because I do really enjoy playing it, and it's quite fun if you can bear my not being super awesome at it and dying a bit and stuff. And yeah, and also one last thing, if you've sat through thus far, I went ahead, I've had a Facebook page in the past, but it was always under the improper name, and people people probably got confused with that for a while, so I decided to change that up, and I just started a new Facebook page. So if you have any interest in that whatsoever, I have a link to the new Facebook page in the description. You can like it and stuff. But anyway, that's about it. Thanks for watching. See you later.